Okay, someone got people that get counted suspended for unjust reasons is a sign of prejudice. But that person that did that to a person I knew or a certain person, if they end up in a car accident or sick or something, don't be surprised. Evil. I'm still in the book of Genesis. No. Try me. Okay. I gotta figure out where I was at here because I'm not gonna quit reading the Bible either because this is the biography of God. God. A lot of ridiculous people around in this world. Oh well. Genesis 35, King James Version. And God said unto Jacob, Arise and go to Bethel and dwell there, and make there an altar to God that appeareth unto thee when thou fleddest from the face of Esau thy brothers. Then Jacob said unto his household and to all that were with him, Put away the strange gods from among you, and be clean, and change your garments. Strangely deities, Jesus, Melchizedek, Knox, Amanda, peculiar, Athena. Yeah, that's it. And and let us arise and go to Bethel, and I will make here an altar unto God, who answered me in the day of distress, and was with me, in which I went. And they gave unto Jacob all the strange gods that were in their hand, and their earrings which were in their ears, and Jacob hid them under the oak which was by Shechem. And they journeyed, and the terror of God was upon the cities that were round about them, that they did not pursue after the sons of Jacob. Yeah, so that person that did me wrong, let the terror of God come on them, and the horror of Christ. And so Jacob came to Luz, which is the land of Canaan, that is Bethel, he and all the people that were with him. And he built there in a place and called the place Eberthel, because there God appeared unto him when he fled from the face of his brother. And Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, died, and she was buried beneath Bethel under the oak, and the name of it was called Elon Bethel. And God appeared unto Jacob again when he had come to Padan and blessed him. And God said unto him, Thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called Jacob any more. Shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel to be thy name. And he called his name Israel. And God said unto him, I am God Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company. Nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins. Queens also came out of his loins too. This is an insight God gave me. And in the land which I gave Abraham and Isaac, I will give it, and to thy seed after thee will I give the land. And God went up in the place where he talked with him. And Jacob set up a pillar in the place where he talked with him, and even a pillar of stone, and he poured a drink offering upon thereon, and he poured oil thereon. And Jacob called the name of the place where God spake with him Bethel. And they journeyed from Bethel, and there was not but a little way to come to Ephrath, and Rachel travailed, and he had hard labor. And it came to pass that when she was in hard labor, I'd love to be married to Amanda Knox and her have hard labor with my children. But and it came to pass that when she was in hard labor, that the midwife said unto her, Fear not, thou shalt have this son also. And it came to pass that as her soul was departing, for she died, that she called his name Benani, but his father called him Benjamin. And Rachel died and was buried in the way of Ephraim, which is Bethlehem. And Jacob set a pillar upon her grave, and that is the pillar of Rachel's grave unto this day. And Israel journeyed and spread his tent beyond the tower of Edar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21 so far. 21 verses. And it came to pass that when Israel dwelt in the land, that Reuben went away, and Bilhah, his father's concubine, and Israel heard it. Now the sons of Jacob were 12. And the sons of Leah, Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and Simeon, and Levi, and Jacob, and Issachar, Zebulun, the sons of Rachel, Joseph, and Benjamin, and the sons of Bilhah, Rachel's handmaid, Dan, and Naphtali, and the sons of Zilpah, Leah's handmaid, Gad, Asher, and these are the sons of Jacob, which were born to him in Paddan Aram. And Jacob came unto Isaac his father, unto Mamre, unto the city of Arba, which is Hebron, where Abraham and Isaac sojourned. And in the days of Isaac were 180 years. And Jacob died and gave up the ghost and died, and was gathered into his people, being old and full of days. And Isaac gave up the ghost and died, and was gathered, being old and full of days. And his sons Esau and Jacob buried him. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay,